Hey, God morning, God morning. I have to do like a PSA announcement, especially to the men. You know how Dame Dash talks about chatty patties and talking about other people's business. And, you know, if you have a podcast, we get it. You know, you making content and trying to get paid, or you're getting paid. It's all good. We know there's going to be the Joe Buttons, even Dame Dash, you know. He's on, has his seasons. But why are y'all all talking about Kamala Harris and who she slept with so much? Like, I didn't know men did that. That's different. You know, from the barbershop to people at their job, you're hearing it. You know, on the radio, on the TV, I can kind of get it. That's what they do. But when you're working at, you know, 7-Eleven or the hospital, it doesn't make sense. You're at the barbershop, it doesn't make sense. And anything can be talked about at the barbershop. But you're talking about who someone slept with. I didn't even like it when they talked about it with Trump. You know, that's his business and his wife. You don't know what lifestyle people are in. What lifestyle are you in when they say, hey, she slept her way to the top? That woman's from Oakland, California. That's where I'm born. Were you mad you slept your way to the bottom? And that you're at a job, you got to clock in and then clock out, then go home and miserable? Even if you have some, you know, money and if things are comfortable, are you mad how your life turned out? You got to get a therapist. Don't keep harping on how some woman, who she slept with, what she is, what she isn't, while you got your own situation that's not, you know, 100% proof. One thing we know is she finished a law degree. And did you? This is like always the debate with immigrants when they're like getting, you know, some pushback in this country or in the UK or anywhere. And they're like, we're usually more educated than the people who are saying, you know, we're taking their jobs. What degree do you have to take an immigrant who could have a law degree, a nurse practitioner, a medical degree, is you know, some type of scientist? Name one. You don't even have that degree, so they're not taking your job. And most Americans don't want to do the work that immigrants that are just getting here are doing. And those immigrants are loyal to those jobs. I've tried to give people jobs that are immigrants, even recently, but you know, I've been doing this. And they're like, no, I want to stay at this job for a year. Even if it's McDonald's, even if it's something back-breaking, even if it's working in the chicken field, you know, and whatever. They're more loyal than most Americans will be. So we got to stop talking who's in between someone's legs, and we got to stop saying immigrants are taking our jobs, because it really makes you look basic. It makes you look like you didn't plan your life out properly, and now you're using someone as a scapegoat. Now, I can somewhat understand if you're mad that you don't have a Kamala at 60, still looking good and right. Everything is, you know, fit. I could understand how you mad, and then you look at what's next to you. If there's nothing next to you, you're like, why hasn't anybody stayed? Again, you got to go talk to your therapist. I could be mad. I can see if you're mad and you see immigrants got, you know, 3-4 degrees, and you don't have one, and you've dropped out, and you're still living with, you know, many roommates, or your mother or your father, or, you know, maybe you have a spouse you can't afford to leave. Oh man, I know those situations. As a mentor and coach, I hear them all the time. But it's not to belittle anybody and make anybody like feel like you can't overcome that, but you have to want to make a change. And there's a lot of people who are wasting their change. There's a lot of you who are spending money on things, so you could be spending money on your next career, but you won't do it. And nobody can make you. Therefore, guess what? You're going to stay in that position. I can't tell you how many people offered jobs, offered paid mentorship, paid coaching, all type of opportunities. And they say, no, I'm cool. And that's cool. If you're doing good and life is good the way you like it, I make no judgment. Because life over here is purposeful. So get out of people's legs. Get out of having that learned helplessness and everybody has it easier than you. Maybe they did some things that you weren't willing to do. But that's the game. You guys be blessed. You know, I got books, I got movies, from the London and Sydney to the consulting. All you got to do is look in the links, description, inbox me. If you don't find them, send you a link. All we want to do is have everybody live their dream.